MasterBoris is back with a new video. What's good in the hood? Chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos today. Enough reactions. Once again, dating right. Shout outs to you. Yeah, we're going in on this video. But yeah, title of this video is Single Men Are Enjoying Life Without Women. Women are not having it. We're definitely gonna get right into this. Let's do it.
Take a look at this video. This is why men are miserable. This is why men have given up. Men don't want to try. Men don't care.
5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
And it was never proven that you are his biological father.
That's right.
As it pertains to 20-year-old Dylan Sear, Mr. Manser, you are not
Oh, God.
his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison.
Miss Sear, do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
You know who his father is?
Yes, I talk to him still.
Man, I see why some men snap because of stuff like this. Not justifying it, not condoning it, but I understand. He spent 5 years in jail for a child that's not his. 5 years of his life he can't get back. Messing with a woman that's consumed by the garden of insanity that can't keep her freaking vagina in her pants to herself. Want the simp to raise her child instead of the guy that she slept with and that got her pregnant. That woman knew that the man that she was sleeping around with wasn't good. You gotta understand, a lot of these women know these dudes are not good. I need y'all to stop playing the hero with these types of females. They know when the dude is bad for them, and they go anyway. They know it. Please stop doing that. Women like this is consumed by the garden of insanity, and they're beyond saving. So stop trying to play the hero. Stop caring for them like they're victims. They're not. They're willing participants on men that they choose to be with. Let's ride out.
That's another reason why men are done. Men will look at that and take that man's experience and apply it to themselves and say, you mean to tell me a woman can put me on child support and have me locked up for 5 years for a child that isn't even mine? This is another reason why men are done with dating. Men are no longer going to be chasing these women like that. We're going to sit back and just mind our business.
Y'all don't
Ego
believe when I
lifting.
say hookup culture has become very common. You have women that are meeting men that they don't even know like that off of the internet, linking up with them and sleeping with them. Some of y'all TikTok crushes, y'all Instagram crushes, some of these so-called baddies that are on the internet, your favorite baddie has met up with a dude or a few dudes straight off the internet and slept with them on her first time meeting them. Your TikTok crush or whoever, the town crush, city crush, whoever crush, honey, done went and met a man out at the trail ride that she didn't even know and slept with him at the trail ride.
Listen, Mud, they're all overly going. All of them. The 5 out of 10, the 10 out of 10, the baddie that goes to the gym every day, the one that goes to the club every day, the one that never goes to the club. They're all going. They're all stepped on work. You got 2 choices in life, my brother. You either find one that you really like and go duck off, or you say fuck them all and focus on yourself. The choice is up to you. You pick.
Like, hookup culture has become so common now and so normal to the point to where men don't want to put in the effort to properly date y'all and court y'all because it has become too easy for them to sleep with y'all. I seen a video on here of an old lady saying it's not the men that have changed, it's the women that have changed. And a lot of women were upset with her because she said that. But what she meant when she continued speaking in her video, she said, you have to give a man something to respect. You have to give a man something to want to chase and to want to work hard for. If it's easy, he's not gonna respect it. And she was 100% right.
I actually never really thought about it from that angle because of the way that women are going nowadays and just giving men
I
sex.
did. I did. I say this all the time in my videos. You know, like, you got these women acting like they're the men. You know, hookup culture, doing all that. And, you know, y'all need to chill with that too, man, because look what's going on. Look what happened during the spring break at Houston, Texas. Yeah, I know about that. I'm pretty sure he made a video about that. But yeah, man, there's too many diseases going on, man. You need to, like, be picky and pick the one that you really gonna want to lock in with instead of just, I'm gonna go for this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl right here. Dead that. Because some of these girls, half the time they don't be washing their ass. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, you fellas that's probably watching this, I'm definitely gonna ruin your sexual appetite. Because some of these women don't even like to take baths, and y'all want to, like, stick your dangling in them. It's crazy in the hood. Y'all better watch it. Wear protection. Get tested. Go to, these health clinics. Have them show you their my chart. That should be y'all first date. Going to get your my chart checked. Go get checked up, get tested. But yeah, let's ride out.
Right away. And as much as they say men don't want to court women and take them out on dates, I think some men miss courting women and taking them out on dates. It's not always about sleeping with a woman right away, because a lot of times once you get to talking and vibing with the lady, you already know, eventually things are going to move along to sex. But as a man, you're not pressed about it or trying to really mess with her sexually yet. But a lot of times the women be ready to have sex with a man right away. And God bless those women. They are fun to be with. But they're also the women that a man will not take seriously.
Do I think that there have been changes with both men and women? Yes, I do. But I don't like the fact how a lot of women have just become more easy now with giving up their body to men, giving up their time and attention and energy so effortlessly. Women had more class back then. They had more shame back then, and they were really just ladies. And I know a lot of young girls today are embracing the 304 culture. They're saying, well, they want to do what they want to do. They want to sleep with who they want to sleep with. And that's life, and that's just their business. But I keep telling y'all, when you sleeping around with all these different men, and especially when you sleeping with them and you ain't getting nothing out of it except for a nut, you are ruining your reputation. You are putting a lot of soul ties on you. It's like putting yourself at debt. Spiritual, emotional, and mental. You're putting yourself at debt. Like, the idea that y'all just think it's okay to sleep around with folks just because, and these are just different people. I could see if you had one dude you were just sitting up there sleeping with, but just jumping around with all these different men and thinking that it's okay. I don't understand that. My grandmama always told me, if you was going to be a 304, you better be a paid 304, and you need to do it well. Y'all don't even want to be paid no more. Y'all just want to be 304s. Like, I'm seeing that with the young generation. I'm going to say I'm seeing it with the women, like, under the age of 40 or 45. Going up all the way to 40 to 45. I'm seeing that. You have some women that look much older that are doing it, but not so much. Not much like the young girls. It is not normal to meet a dude that you don't know off of social media. And just because you sit up and FaceTime with a person and talk to them on the phone don't mean you really know that person. It's nothing like sitting down and just getting to know someone in person. It's nothing like an in-person connection. Y'all are meeting these guys off of social media. You may talk to them for a few days, FaceTime them for a few days. And then, with the first time y'all meet these men, y'all sleeping with them. That is not normal.
True, because even back in the day, a lot of women would try to make a man wait for a little bit before they become intimate with him. We all were.
The caption say, "Just a young hoe on a yacht." Why, fellas? Why are you guys doing this like the most for these women that you don't know? Why are you drinking early? And probably simping early too. And you probably ain't gonna get nothing out of that, doing all this. Like, why are you doing that? You don't even know her. This is why I say you gotta have time with people, especially if you're trying to get in a relationship with women where she's, smart, educated, she can hold her own, she know what right from wrong is, well, these days. And make sure she's straight and healthy. You can't just be fixated on getting the draws all the time. That's where you're gonna mess up. Or you can't be just fixating on trying to impress her because you have some money, you got some dough. You're only gonna be taken advantage of spiritually, mentally, and financially in some cases. So you gotta know who you dealing with, man. If you ask her the question, what's 9 plus 10, and she say 21, you need to get away from her. Nah. That's something you don't want to be with. But the point I'm trying to say is this, bro. You got to have some substance in your life, especially when it comes down to a relationship. You got to know who you're dealing with at all times. But yeah, let's ride out.
Remember that stupid book Steve Harvey wrote telling women about the 90-day rule. But nowadays, some of the women that men meet, they be ready to be intimate with a man right away. That first night, the second night, that coming weekend, she trying to. A lot of times, though, women are aggressively pushing for the sex and initiating it. When men meet women like this, it does put the seed in a man's head that, hey, she met me right away and had sex with me. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only guy that she have done this with. And that's not a man being negative in his head, but that's just a man's logical thinking.
That's not normal. I know y'all want to make it like that's okay and make it like that's normal, but it's not. Y'all keep trying to normalize everything that's a problem and that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up going to a trail ride, going to the club, and a dude you don't even know knock you off in the bathroom at the club or knock you off in the woods at the trail ride or RV, and you don't even much know that man. Yeah. And these are some beautiful women that's doing this stuff. These girls are beautiful, nice looking girls. Honey, these are the so-called baddies. The baddies with herpes and chlamydia and gonorrhea and don't know who their baby daddy is because they done slept with so many men and got to run to the clinic for this and that. Couldn't go to the clinic to get on birth control, but going to go and get rid of a child because you don't know who the daddy is and you've been sleeping around too much. But these are the baddies. That's the reason why men are not treating y'all the way that y'all want to be treated. You have to raise your standards. You have to be a lady. You have to act like a lady. It's okay to be free, but why do being free exclude sleeping with all these different people? And you ain't getting nothing out of it. I could see if you was Marilyn Monroe with it, getting some money. And upping your lifestyle. But it's not even that no more. That is not okay. I don't know who is telling y'all young girls that Every woman that I have seen that have that type of mindset, I find that she always either has low self-esteem, or she doesn't value herself, or it's something that done happened to her in her life that was just very traumatic, and she's sleeping around with different people to fill a void, or because she done been hurt somewhere. I never see really like real confident women, you know what I'm saying, who actually
Sometimes that
value
be the case.
themselves. They care about themselves. They have that kind of mindset. You know what I'm saying? But y'all need to throw that away, honey. If y'all want these men to treat y'all better, y'all gonna have to step y'all standards up. Stop being a 304. Stop being an easy woman. Step your standards up. A man shouldn't even be able to sit and stand in your face for too long and he ain't talking about nothing. Take your time and your energy back.
It always sounds so refreshing to hear that when it's coming from a woman describing female nature.
So this guy that's been trying to take me out, finally picked a day. And so I was like, okay, well, what time and where? And he said, well, I don't know. Do you like coffee? Now, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being super bitch and 0 being no bitch at all, can I respond never on a first date?
So I saw this interview of a guy asking a girl what she brings to the table, and her response is exactly why men are tired of dating. She basically said she doesn't have to bring anything to the table and got offended that he even asked her that question. This entitled mindset is why men are walking away from dating. Here's what I realized. Men have been taught since birth how to treat women, but we as women are taught our entire lives how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Like, think about it. From the time we're little girls, we're told what we deserve, what we should expect, what standards we should have, but nobody teaches us what we should give, how we should support, or what we should contribute. Men from a very early age learn about respect, providing, protecting, leading, and making a woman feel valued. But what are women learning? How to receive, demand, expect, and be catered to? We're taught that we're queens who deserve to be worshipped, but nobody teaches us how to be the type of woman worth worshiping.
I am convinced that these men just don't like women. They just don't like us. Not saying that they like men, but they just don't like us. Every time we point out like where a man is lacking, right? So it's like, oh, we want men to be more romantic and give us flowers. Their comeback will be like, why am I getting a girl flowers? They're going to die anyway. Okay, you don't like us. I saw a meme yesterday, and it was a man like, when you're having a bad day, and she sends you a selfie, and your day gets worse. Huh? Y'all really hate us. We say like, oh, I love a man that opens the door for me. Why would I open a woman's door? She got 2 hands. She could open her own door. You hate us. Oh, we love like the girlfriend proposals, and we love the decorated hotel room. Why would I be decorating? Yo, just say you don't like us. Just say you don't like us. That's it. And we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Y'all can stop pretending that y'all actually like us. We get it. Y'all don't like us. It's cool. We're going to find somebody that does like us. And then we find the people that like us, y'all be mad. It's still winning.
No, not at all. Now, obviously, the guy you're dating are handling you that way because a man who really likes you, he has no problem giving you flowers or opening a car door. But as long as you are reciprocating that energy he's giving you, I'm sure that man will keep that up. But don't project on to us because you're not getting treated well by the men that you are dating. Lady, maybe it's just your energy that you are putting out there.
So yesterday, I made a video, right, about a woman. Well, it's not even a woman. I'm gonna call her a bitch. A bitch who made a video about some men at a concert who were making a video to a song and saying that men want to be baddies, men used to go to war, all because they were enjoying the song. And it's given that a lot of you women on social media, it's given that y'all are actually the ones who are miserable because men aren't miserable.
All right. I gotta stop it right here. So, as a dancer myself, it's not cool to dance no more, huh? Is that what's going on? See, this is why the nightclub is failing. It's falling off because we like these kids these days. They think dancing ain't cool. Y'all be dancing on TikTok though. Like what's going on here, man? But yeah, let me know in the comments. But yeah, let's ride out.
Without y'all. Like, you feel me? Anything a man does that just gives them a little bit of joy, you bitches are upset. It's like y'all think that men should just be at home crying, this, that, and the third, because women are saying, like, oh, we don't want y'all no more, and don't talk to us, and da-da-da. Y'all thought they were just going to be sitting there down the dumps. When a lot of men can live without women. It's very obvious. It's given that. Y'all hate that. Y'all hate to see a man happy when it has nothing to do with a woman.
That's why we see a lot of women confused today, trying to do think pieces on why men don't care anymore and why men are not approaching them. They just can't fathom the concept of men living without them. Like even back in the day, we would hear men saying things like, oh, a woman, you can't live with them, can't live without them. And men today has found out that is actually not true. We don't need to live with them and we can live without them. And they hate that.
Y'all are the ones who are miserable. Y'all talking about a male lonely epidemic. There's a women lonely epidemic. And it's a lot of you bitches on social media that are the ones that are lonely. Because I genuinely, and it still just can't. So for some reason, my brain can't operate to think that a lot of you women really just sit up here day in and day out, make videos about men who are just living their life, and it bothers you.
I got receipts.
It bothers you so
This is
bad
one of
that
them.
they're just living their life. They're happy. They got a little pep in their step, a smile, a laugh. Like, it just really bothers a lot of you bitches because y'all are the miserable ones. I said what I said. It bothers y'all that y'all can't get to a lot of these men the way that y'all want to. The only men that y'all can get to are a bunch of simp-ass men and men who don't get bitches. That's it. But other than that, men who actually have self-esteem, self-respect, right? Know their worth, etc., it bothers y'all that y'all can't actually get to those type of men. That y'all's comments and y'all's videos don't do shit to them. It just makes you look fucking predatorial, creepy, like weird, insecure, lonely, miserable, bitter. Y'all don't think about that shit. It's obvious. And all you bitches in her comment section that was agreeing with her talking about, oh my God, it ruined my day. How the fuck does a man being happy ruin your day? You're miserable, bitch. There's no fucking way. A man ruined your day because they were happy?
Oh yeah, we know how miserable these lonely women are. That's just like that comedian lady who came out talking about the fact that marriage is like a form of slavery. And even the women couldn't even agree with her that she obviously just sounds like a woman who is mad because she never got picked.
So that last post got a little crazy really fast. But another thing is, I'm going to say a lot of people were hurt because we started dating, I guess, before we probably should have started dating. Our parents told us different things like, well, you can't have a boyfriend until you are 35 and like joking and stuff like that, which I understand for certain reasons. But the other reasons are like, we're trying to learn ourselves. So while trying to learn yourself, you're trying to also merge with another person. It's kind of crazy. But for reasons like that, it just seems like that's why a lot of people have been heartbroken, right? And then you think about your first love, your first this, your first that. You do hold them very close and near and dear to your heart for many reasons. So to be hurt by that person, it does give you a bit of trauma in that area and stuff like that. So as you're going through life, you feel like, you don't want to try love again, or you think that people just screw you over and that's just how life is and things like that. And then that's the first reason.
Okay, so she's saying that a lot of men been hurt and carry around a lot of trauma from maybe a high school relationship, a college relationship, or, dealing with their first wife and a divorce. A lot of men be stuck on that and kind of can't move forward, or they end up turning to the dark side of the force and using it, and they never allow themselves to open up to a woman to get in that situation again. And I think that's only logical. Like, I mean, how many failed relationships can a guy go through?
The other reason is the simple fact that we have not healed from stuff that may have happened before we should have started dating, because we didn't even know ourselves. So we're trying to try things out with another person or whatever. But now you're damaged, right? Now you're damaged. Now you're traumatized. Now you're still out there looking for things to fill a void or to cover up some things you haven't even explored and healed from. So then I get responses to my post kind of like, well, I don't want to give a girl gifts because when you give girls gifts or do different things for them, nice things for them, they end up cheating on you. And to believe that giving gifts or giving niceness equals cheating, like, even saying that out loud sounds kind of crazy. I understand what you're saying, though. That means basically what you're saying is you've been taken advantage of. You've been paired up with somebody who didn't see the value in what you were doing. That just means that you were with the wrong person. But I really hope, like, that a lot of you who feel that way, that you will find somebody who proves all of those things wrong for you. Like, you just was with the wrong person at the wrong time. But for those who still believe in love, and for those who are like me, like, I've been hurt before multiple times, right? But I still have hope. I still have hope that, like, there's people out there who want the same things that I want and stuff like that. But if you feel like that, then understand. And I think I heard this from Coco Jones maybe, but you have to date as if you've never been hurt before. And it is a risk that I know that many people don't want to take, and that's perfectly fine. It's not for everybody. But if you are seriously looking for something, or you really want to, I don't know, like, be happy in that area of your life, like, nobody's perfect, and everything you go through will not be perfect and like sunshine and rainbows, right? But you have to date like you have never been hurt before. Otherwise, you are now creating the narrative that you don't want. And we don't want to keep feeding those areas of ourselves. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Shout out to this lady here. She seemed like a real common sense type of woman, but she had me stumped on the part about date as if you never dated before. I don't know if that's something that a lot of people can do. Now, I get the ideology out of that, but this whole positive mindset when you're dating type vibe, that's cool, but I think that would be a very hard thing to pull off long term. But she's right. Men and women are out here dating with a chip on their shoulder. Everybody's bringing some type of trauma from their last relationship. And I'm pretty sure a lot of guys feel like the chances of running into that good girl, that great woman, are pretty slim, because we always notice that those women are already taken. They're already wives, women.
Shout out to dating right. Yeah, just live your life and see, the woman that likes you for you as a bonus to your life, a great addition to your life, and also to love and cherish. I know nowadays, what I'm saying, especially we living in the lands of Babylon, that modern women that are consumed by the garden of insanity here are not really fun to be around. They're not even fun to date. Well, then again, define dating, because if you just smashing and dashing, that's dating now. That's what it is nowadays. It seems like. But yeah, let's have a conversation about this. Hit that like button, subscribe if you new. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.